Okay.
Just what are your thoughts on that, Mick?
I think in the end, probably class beat us. You know, we really gave a lot of start. Unfortunately, players just didn't really grasp that. Probably went a little bit too tense in many respects, and Dale's one of them. Just, you know, looking for a perfect game. Forgets, you know, just wants to almost over tries for his teammates, over try for the football club. And I reckon a lot of blokes almost went out in sympathy with him. But I think once we got our game going, I thought we really troubled them. And at the end, you know, class, it's very hard to beat class. They had too much of it. We couldn't, you know, it was like a little boy in the dike. We plugged that one and plugged that one and plugged that one, and someone else would jump up, and side bottom jumped up, and, you know, his finishing power. The kick was a you know, poor option, and you put in the hands of clean, classy players, they'll finish off. So it finished us off.
Just those shots for goal make that kill you, don't they? Like 25 metres there, 30 metres there, make up.
Yeah, and that's not by class. That's not by non-class players. You know, they're by players that can kick well, and they didn't.
And just about every time goes up the other.
Yeah, that's right.
You're pressing really hard at the end of the third quarter. That steel side bottom goal just before three-quarter time. How much did that hurt, do you think?
Well, what you want to do is you want to close a gap that puts it in a. You're right. I mean, it's just nonsense, really. But you want to close the gap to puts doubt in the opposition's mind and a spring in the step of your teammate. And when that takes place, it's almost like a relief to the opposition, and it's, damn it, one got away from us in our boat. So you've got a contrast in emotions. Had that been stopped or whatever, you know, there's just that all of a sudden, if you can put doubt in the opposition's mind on the scoreboard, then you don't know what takes place. And we've seen it over this weekend, for instance.
But personnel-wise, I don't know if you've announced this or not, what do you feel that you're missing, do you think, if we can speak personnel-wise?
No, I'm not going to talk about our list. I'll do that at the end of the year.
Chris Yarra, it's been tried just about every position on the ground, but this one was a great game for him. I think that's where he's most of the time.
Well, he's had some good games. He's been a very good footballer for us all year. You'd love to be able to clone him and play him in several positions. No, he's had a very. He's a kid that. I guess one of the things that you try to do with a bloke like Chris Yarra, you see if one, you're going to get consistency out of him. Two, throw him about to challenge him. I thought the match-up today was... I know that Johnny Barker went in, you know, we spoke about it during the week, and he was very comfortable with that match-up, which, you know, you can argue the case that Elliott's probably an All-Australian at this stage. And I thought that he did a fantastic job, but he can equally go to the wing and be damaging. He can go to the half-forward line and kick a goal. So the thing that I've tried to do with Chris this year is just probably stabilise his consistencies, and I think also just a self-belief. I don't know whether Chris really fully understood that he can be a very seriously very good footballer. So, pardon me, got what everyone else has got. So, you know, if that's one step today, it's a good step, and I think he's taken several through the year. So, I think that we're really seeing Chris Yarra develop a belief in himself, which gives us great heart.
Chris Judd's form over the last few weeks, I mean, if he can continue that to the end of the year, how can he obviously go on next year?
I don't know. I'm not going to ask Chris. That's a decision he has to make, and I'm not. He's had. It depends on what he wants out of his football. We know that he'll give us this sort of effort every week, and pardon me. I guess that as it gets closer to the end of the year, he may knock on my door and tell me what he wants to do, but I'm not going to be pressuring him for an answer one way or the other. In reality, I think he's played enough football to understand what he needs to achieve. I don't think it'll be how we're going. I don't think it'll be what he sees in the future. I think it'll be more about, can his body take another year? You know, he's had as we know, he's had a not an interrupted pre-season, but he hasn't played a lot of footy this year. So it depends on whether he wants to put himself a long pre-season. We won't put him through a long pre-season, but it is a long pre-season given we don't start until April next year. So we'll wait and see.
What do you make of Murphy McCaffrey? Obviously, the coach ranked him in other goals. What do you make of that particular matchup?
I don't know what McCaffrey had. 7-4. Murphy wouldn't have had a lot more. Murphy had 7 and 8, so it wasn't far off. Well, we took the tag, and I thought Murph worked very hard against other players, and I reckon that under those circumstances he actually had a nullifying effect on some of their players, particularly after after quarter time, where he was able to take the tag, pressurise their loose player, pressurise their midfield. So I thought he did it pretty well.
You had no problem with how he was treated, particularly in Southern?
No, I'm not going to enter into that.
Sorry, these Carlton Collingwood games are big events on the footy calendar. Do you think that is better than a Sunday night scheduling in the future, or do you think 40,000 is okay for this thing?
I don't get people to come to the game. We knew before the year it was a Sunday night. I don't have any issues with Sunday nights. It's a national football game. You've got 9 games. They've got to be played over Thursday to Sunday. If you happen to play it Saturday or Sunday or Monday or Tuesday, as long as you get, minimum 6 days rest, I'm quite comfortable with it.
Thanks a lot.